The desert wind whispered through Abram's tent as he stared into the dying embers. Years had passed since God promised to make him a great nation. Yet he was old, weary, and childless. What good are your blessings, Lord? Everything I have will go to Eliezer, my servant. Where is this great nation you promised? Suddenly, God's presence filled the tent. A voice echoed, "Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward. But Lord, I have no son, no heir. Look outside," God commanded gently. Abram stepped into the cool night air. The desert sky blazed with countless stars. The Milky Way stretched like a river of light. "Count the stars, if you can," God said. "So shall your descendant be." Abram stood transfixed, tears streaming down his face. He believed, despite his age and Sarah's barrenness. God credited this faith to him as righteousness. "I will give you this land," God continued. "From Egypt to the Euphrates, it will belong to your children. But Lord, how can I be certain?" God instructed him to prepare a covenant ceremony. Abram gathered animals, a heifer, a goat, a ram, a dove, and a pigeon. He cut the larger animals in half. He arranged them in 2 rows, creating a pathway. As sunset painted the sky crimson, drowsiness fell upon Abram. In a trance, God revealed the future. His descendants would suffer in a foreign land for 400 years. But they would emerge triumphant, and the land would be theirs. When darkness blanketed the desert, something extraordinary happened. A smoking fire pot with a blazing torch passed between the pieces. God alone walked through, making an unconditional covenant. He bound himself to his promise. Abram awoke, transformed. Under the stars, he had received more than a promise. He encountered the God who keeps his word, even when circumstances seem impossible. The night of stars had become a night of unshakable faith. Abram reflected on the vision. He knew the journey ahead would be long. But God's promise was a light in the darkness. He trusted in God's plan. Sarah joined Abram. They looked at the stars together. They whispered prayers of hope. They dreamed of their descendants. The next morning, Abram prepared for the journey. He packed his belongings. He gathered his servants. He set out towards the promised land. Abram never forgot the night of stars. It was a reminder of God's faithfulness. It was a testament to the power of belief. Abram continued to follow God's guidance. He faced many challenges, but he never lost faith. Abram's story is a timeless example of faith. It inspires us to trust in God's promises, even when we cannot see the way forward.